Look in any direction and you will possibly conclude the same. That change, it's the only constant. Everything is ever evolving and the future, we know, is always unknown. So if we hope to achieve what we have set out to, then the universe is going to call upon us to think ahead of time. Like Abraham Lincoln did, so did Mahatma Gandhi, Socrates, Steve Jobs, or Soichiro Honda. These masterminds, these master visionaries honestly triumphed every uncertain situation and every uncertain moment of their life by thinking ahead. So, ladies and gentlemen, we've gotten started. The wheels are in motion. Welcome to Future Sense, where leaders of today and visionaries of tomorrow will be sharing their life learnings with us right here in the new Honda City so that you and I can learn a thing or two about staying ahead of the curve.
Parsi by birth and chef by choice, Anahita Dhondi cooks from the heart. She's on a mission to take Parsi food global, leaving a happy imprint of unique, memorable experiences all through her art.
Hi, what's up?
Hello.
Hello, Anahita. How are you doing?
I'm good. How
Glad
are
to meet you. Welcome to the Future Sense.
Very excited to be here.
I'm a big foodie, so I'm very glad this is happening. Let's just get started once again. And
Seatbelts on.
seatbelts on. First things first. Safety first, and that's going to be a large topic of discussion today anyways. Because there are so many risks, uncertainties on the road, like there must have been in your journey towards where you are today. But we'll get to that. Wait, where do we start? We start with IHM Culinary Arts.
Honestly, it started from New Delhi, which is where I was born. And then I went to study at IHM Aurangabad. And then I moved on to Le Cordon Bleu, which is in London. And I did my master's from there. And then I came back to India and opened Soda Bottle Opener Wala. That was at the age of 23.
At the age of 23. And is that what got you in the Forbes list of 30 under 30? Because that's a huge...
Yes. Yes.
Yeah?
Yes, it did. For me, running a restaurant is very important, but B, at the side, I also want to do things that I'm equally and very passionate about.
Things that you're passionate about. Let me just touch upon one quick topic here, which is the Honda City, for example. It champions the cause of hybrid tech in its segment, and it's one of the first ones to do it in this segment. Hybrid tech with ultra low emissions, aiming for carbon neutrality.
I think we're all moving in a direction where we want to reduce our impact on Earth, on planet Earth, and I think each and every one of us has that responsibility. So just like Honda City is doing their job, as chefs, we have to do our jobs. A simple thing like a cauliflower, we would cut up the florets, we would use it, and we would throw away the leaves, we would throw away the stems.
Right.
But why should you throw that away? Because it's perfectly edible. The farmer and all the resources that go into growing it is a lot of effort. So I create a lot of awareness on zero waste cooking. I share a lot of recipes.
Now I'm gonna use your lingo here.
Okay.
The small chula that this car gets, the Honda City
Okay.
is a 1.5 liter 3-cylinder engine.
Okay.
That actually powers the other two motors, which are electric motors.
Okay.
And so that's how this ends up becoming a hybrid.
Interesting. Very interesting.
You don't have to really plug in anything to charge the car.
Okay. It charges automatically.
It charges on its own, so you don't have range anxiety.
Yeah, that can be stressful.
Right. And you still have ultra low emissions, so it's best of both the worlds.
Right.
And I've come across this thing in your TEDx talks where you said the chula is very important.
Yes.
Now, our fossil fuel chulas in the cars are kind of going to be obsolete very soon.
Yeah.
But what's the significance of a chula in cooking?
Oh, as a practicing Zoroastrian, for us, we pray and worship fire. And for us, everything starts and finishes with fire. So it's pretty much the circle of life.
Right. Speaking of best of both the worlds, this one has an adequate. No, I won't say adequate. It's way more than that. It's 253 Newton meters of torque. It's almost as nourishing as one of your cornerstone. I would say not recipe, but what do I call it? Grain, which is millets.
Yeah.
Right now,
I love millets.
You love millets. My mom has only been suggesting me to eat millets. Now,
Yes. Everyone should eat millets.
everyone should eat millets.
Yeah. And since the day I tried it, I was like, this grain is a superfood.
Wow.
an ancient grade, and it's from India, and Indians have only forgotten about it.
Yeah, true that, huh?
So let's bring it back. Let's make
Right.
it cool. It's your mom.
Yes.
Doing the right thing.
She's doing the right thing.
And like you said, best of both worlds with the car, and
Yeah.
best of both worlds with millets. So
Yeah.
eat millets and drive the Honda City.
I like that. Eat millets and drive the Honda City. Preferably the EHEV version there, folks. By the way, we are on the highway. Something very interesting that I want to draw your attention to is the Honda Sensing, right? Now, this car is equipped with ADAS suite of system. Otherwise, the name here is Honda Sensing. You see the marked lines out here. Now, if my car because of my inattention steers or starts to veer away here to the lane, then I have a slight nudge on the steering wheel. It vibrates and brings me back into the center of the lane.
Car just kind of, tell you, okay, listen, you need to get back into life.
Yeah.
Just like your moms do, right?
Yeah. So this one will keep a watch on you like that and care enough for you like a mom. And it's doing it all silently. It's always on. It's an active safety system, which means it's always on.
That's really great because, like we said, that there are so many distractions, and it's important to have this.
Truly. And if you also happen to be distracted and there's someone ahead of you that stopped, then it has collision mitigation braking system.
Okay, you want to break that down for a chef?
This is simple. Honda's made the tech very, very, very simple. You don't have to be doing anything.
Okay.
But in case you get too close, uncomfortably close to someone, the car will brake on it by itself. And as
that's a safety feature.
It's a safety feature. Honda Sensing is all about thinking ahead, which is what successful people like you are doing. Pedestrians is also a huge part of Honda Sensing, where it's not just about the occupant safety, it's also about the pedestrians out there. If someone was crossing the road, let's say, and I was to not pay attention, then it would still trigger the collision mitigation braking system. Honda City is a household name.
Right.
And it is that because of what it has done, its legacy for more than 20 years.
It just takes me back to when I was about 12, 13 because my parents had a Honda.
Yeah?
Yeah, so, it takes me back to that time when I used to get picked up from schools.
And by the way, today the Honda City, given the sustainability approach here, dishes out a fuel efficiency of 27.3 kilometers to the liter. That's a whole lot. I mean, the Honda City you were sitting in when being dropped to the school wasn't having that fuel efficiency. So all the tech
that is amazing.
making a difference. You see the car ahead of us? We can actually switch the car into adaptive cruise control right now. And if the car stops, the Honda City here, my car, it's going to stop. If the car takes off, then this car is going to take off. In short, it's just going to follow the lead of the one ahead of you, which really reduces fatigue over long distances. And
yes, because when you're driving long distance, it can get very tiring.
This topic compels me to ask you, is there anyone you followed in your life? I mean, I know your mother was your inspiration, but is there anyone you thought you want to be?
For me, I have had some teachers like Chef Sabby, and I've had mentors like Mr. A.D. Singh who have seen build empires and how to build businesses. I've learned from him. And for me, it's not just learning doesn't stop once I get it. For me, I have to share that ahead. So,
which is what you do a whole lot. Your final piece of advice to young viewers here to succeed, what has been your secret formula?
कोई भी काम बड़ा या छोटा नहीं होता. That means that, your work is big or small. Be humble and work hard, and trust me, you will not work a day in your life to love.
Anaida, thank you so much for inspiring all of us, for making a difference, for putting India out there on the world map. And I think one of these days, we would love to come down to your restaurant.
But before that, we can eat some Parsi food in omelette.
Let's do that.
Let's eat.
Right away.
Let's go.
All right. So, like they say in Parsi, when in doubt, break an egg. You know what this?
Out, break an egg on it. Eat with egg.
All right. So, in the automotive world, you say, when in doubt, step on the gas.
So let's step on the gas and then let's get some food.
day well spent. Anahita, thank you so much for the time. And
Thank you so much. I mean, I love being in the car. Super comfortable.
Yeah.
Great time.
I hope you subscribe to the channel. For our youngsters would also love that.
I should take out my phone right now and do it.
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Have a good day, guys.
All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us here today. That's the end of my tete-a-tete with Anahita Dhondi here. Today, what I learned was, that I didn't know, as a foodie, I didn't know that these great master chefs actually have so much thinking going behind their cooking. They are so inclusive. They're thinking about the farmers, about the grain, what it gives back to the environment. And I think that's something that we all should learn. You were watching Future Sense on Powerdrift. I'm going to see you again very soon. That's the camera crew already in, calling it lights off. And don't go anywhere, but this is a certain goodbye.
Nice.